Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. I am Stephanie with C-Day Travel, and today I wanted to go through quickly celebrities opened deployment for 2027 into 2028. And then towards the end, I'm going to show you why you may want to consider booking with a travel agent so that you can utilize our groups program. And a lot of that has to do with booking early so that we have the availability for you. So if you are looking for all of that, stay tuned. Okay, so today in front of me, I have the schedule for Celebrity. This is going to be your summer 2027 into and through April of 2028. And you'll notice that they open itineraries for booking based on destination. So as of yesterday, we have Canada, New England, which does include the Bermuda sailings, Japan, which is extremely popular and continues to sell out. And then there's Spring Transatlantics. Fall Transatlantics will not be out yet. Next month in September, and those dates that you see open for sale, you'll notice the week of, that is not the specific date that it's going to open. It's just going to open one day that week. So in September, week of September 8th, we're looking at Alaska and Hawaii opening up. Week of September 29th, Australia. November 2025, anytime in November. It's usually in the latter half. We're looking at Caribbean and the fall transatlantics. And then in December, you're looking at winter Asia. The short Bahamas itineraries, the 3 to 5 night itineraries, will not be out yet for 27 and 28. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm just highlighted a few of the maybe different sailings, just a few highlighted sailings and some transatlantics for you. And then again at the end, I'm going to show you some of the pricing that's available when you book through a travel agent like myself. Okay, so the Celebrity Apex first in the spring of 27, you do have the Apex going from Port Canaveral to Southampton. So for all my North Florida people like myself or Central Florida who really love Port Canaveral, or maybe you're in the Southeast like Georgia, Port Canaveral, so much closer than driving down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. They will have a transatlantic on the Apex. Again, April 24th, 2027, going up to Southampton, which you can take a couple days afterwards, explore London, and head home. It sounds fantastic. So the Apex has been in Northern Europe, and she will continue to be in Northern Europe, going up into the fjords, doing a Scandinavia cruise, which is really a really great itinerary. I did highlight just a couple of dates that the Apex will be doing the Norwegian fjords with the Arctic Circle cruise. And so that one is going to be a little bit longer than your normal fjords cruise. And you're going to get up into Norway with that one and the Arctic Circle. So there's only three sailings that I see that are including that Arctic Circle, and those are in the summer of 2027, which is not as far out as you might think. I always tell people, book it now, forget about it for a little while, then start making your payments, and before you know it, your cruise is here. Time flies anymore. So, and if at any point the price drops, you can get that better price more, and I can get the price done for you. So no work done involved with you. So let's move on to the Celebrity Ascent, because again, there's no fall transatlantics out yet. The Celebrity Ascent is doing Fort Lauderdale to Rome. April 19th, 2027. And the ascent is beautiful. I love the ascent. The constellation is going from San Juan, Puerto Rico, to Barcelona. So that's a neat one. That's April 3rd, 2027. Excuse me. Um, and then the eclipse is going to be sailing from Fort Lauderdale to Amsterdam, which is a pretty cool itinerary, April 23rd, 2027. And then you can see the eclipse spend some time in does a Scandinavia as well, and some fjords, and then spend some time um, in the Netherlands, and then down into Barcelona and Italy, and a little bit of Greece. The equinox is going to do a transatlantic from Argentina to Barcelona, March 13th, 2027. So if that interests you, that's a unique itinerary, 17 days. And then the infinity, which I don't know how many people know this or not, but the infinity actually stays in Europe year round. And so in 2027, here she is in sailing the Greece itineraries. And then you also can include Malta, Italy, and Greece itineraries. Um, and she'll spend, let's see, November 27 into April of into March of 28 in Barcelona, doing round trip Barcelona until she heads back to Greece for the spring and summer itinerary. So the Infinity stays either in Greece or Spain, doing the Mediterranean all year round. So you do not have to go in the crazy summer heat or the very popular May and September shoulder season. Get away from that a little bit, save a little bit of money. The land portion will be a little less expensive and a little less crowded. And it's a great way to do it if you have some more time, because these itineraries are a little bit longer. So if you have time to spare and you're able to get away in these off season times, the Infinity is always there. Next up, the Excel, which the Excel is coming out in November. I will be on board for the first 5-night sailing in a sky suite. So I'm super excited to be in the retreat. I sell a lot of the retreat on Celebrity. It is just a fantastic upgrade to your cruise experience. So the Excel, April 11th, 2027, she's going to be going from Miami to Barcelona for her transatlantic. And then she's going to be over doing the Spain, Western Med itineraries. And then she's also going to be doing Greece, Italy, and Turkey itineraries. And then also we have our Canada, New England, and Bermuda itineraries that are out right now. The Silhouette is actually doing a Fort Lauderdale to New Jersey transatlantic, April 24th, 2027. So if you have any if you have friends or family from up in the Northeast, I'm from Pennsylvania originally, so I say up home, but up in the Northeast, I'm in Florida now. If you're in Fort Lauderdale and you want to go visit your family, maybe take this cruise from Fort Lauderdale, hit up, let's see, Aruba and Grand Turk, which is really cool, and then head up to Jersey. Or if you live up in the Northeast, fly down to Fort Lauderdale first and then take that nice relaxing cruise back home. Is a great way to do it. So the Silhouette is going to be sailing out of Jersey to Bermuda in the spring. In the summer, she is going to have Greenland, Iceland cruises. Now, if you have the time and you can take 3 to 4 weeks off, You can leave from New Jersey, head up the East Coast and over to Iceland. You can tour around Iceland for 7 days and then head back from Iceland to Boston. So you do leave Jersey and you come back to Boston, but that is a way that you can explore Greenland and Iceland. Um, and, there's Canada in there without having to get a flight. So if you're somebody that doesn't love to fly and looking for something unique, it's very popular actually to do that. And there's only these are the only sailings that will be going and doing that kind of sailing. So if you're interested in that, definitely want to get it booked as soon as you can, because they will start filling up, especially an itinerary that you can go round trip to from the US. And a lot of people now can remote work while they're away, get so many days off and then remote work the rest of the time. Or maybe you're newly retired and celebrating. You maybe want to celebrate with a really great trip. This is one of those really great big trips that you could do. Um, and then when she gets back to Boston, she will be sailing Canada, New England from Boston. So again, lots of options. The last ones we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to show you some of my group space, is Asia with the Japan sailings. You guys, Japan has been super popular and very successful. Celebrity does do overnights. I highlighted it here: Tokyo, Kyoto, Kobe, and Omori. Sorry for my pronunciations, but these are very popular, and I highly, highly recommend you book them as soon as you can. And the nice thing about booking for, 2027 is, it's August 2025 right now. 2 years seems like a long time to plan, but when you're doing a big trip, it's really not. It flies by, and before you know it, you're having this epic trip that you've been able to make payments on along the way. So it's a really great way to do it. So again, this is the last I'm going to talk about the itineraries. They have the best of Japan. Of course, springtime is super popular with the cherry blossoms. April 19th, 27, best of Japan, excuse me, on the Millennium. You have the also the itineraries that have South Korea. Um, there is one that is during the festival, and then you also have the Japan, Hong Kong, and Vietnam sailing in October, and that is a 15-night from Tokyo to Singapore. Again, really unique itinerary. Um, so next, if I can help you book any of those, I am more than happy to. If I can get you my group pricing right now, which I should be able to, we have thousands of itineraries with Celebrity, with perks. Um, I can get you booked into it, and you'll have a refundable deposit. The suites stay non-refundable, but you're going to get the absolute best price in suites. Anytime I book a suite right when they open, it proceeds to jump thousands of dollars. So if you're looking for a suite, this is the time for suites for sure. Um, so let's go ahead, and I am going to jump over to my other screen and just show you a couple of sailings with my group rates for these new itineraries. Just to show you again why you want to reach out to a small independent travel agent. You're helping a small business. There's absolutely no charge, no fee to use my services. And I have these extra perks for you to help bring you the absolute best value. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so now I am sharing my screen with you, and I apologize. The sun has disappeared, and my lighting is no good, but we're going to wrap this up here in the next 2 minutes. I wanted to show you really quickly. We are looking at the Celebrity Ascent 11 Nights, Eastern Mediterranean, May 2027. Really nice springtime cruise. Ascent is the newest ship out now, only to be replaced with when Excel comes out in November. So, very new ship. It's a beautiful ship. And if I come down here and I look at my group rates, you're going to see this column on your left hand side of the screen is no perk pricing. This is your bottom dollar best pricing that you're going to get per person, right? Per person. 65.70. Okay. So then let's look at the perk rate. The perk pricing, well, I really like the perks. For a 11 night cruise, I want to have Wi-Fi and beverage package, and you're jumping up to $8,110. No perks was $6,500. But because on the right hand side you can see my group space, because and you notice it's only on particular cabin categories. However, there's almost always balcony, concierge, and aqua class if they're available. But these sell out. You notice next to it, there's an 8. Well, usually it says 10 plus. So somebody may already be booking into this group. Now, there are more than 8 available, but at this price, this is what's available. The prices will fluctuate in the groups over time, not in a matter of days or even a week. Over time, it goes up. Or I can split the difference of that cost between the 6,500 and the 8,100. And for 666.96, I can get you that 11 nights in the Infinite Veranda. V2 or E2 is a great category. For less, almost $1,000 less, what about $700 less than you booking direct. You can save almost $1,000 because I still have this available. And that is the key. The key is we have to have this available. And I'm telling you, for Celebrity and Royal Caribbean, if you guys are Royal Caribbean fans, I am too. It works the same way for those two cruise lines. As soon as the itineraries are released, we get our group space. And our group space is priced below current rates. Now, our group space always includes the perks and a refundable deposit. The perks meaning the beverage package Wi-Fi, refundable deposit, which means you have up until final payment for a 2027 cruise, which is February 23rd, 2027. You will have a refundable deposit. And let's look for this group. We will more than likely have the $50 onboard credit to add. And you guys, sometimes I have a specialty dining credit offer. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. I have not heard. I just had it for June and July. I have not heard if it's been extended into August yet. But at any rate, you see the savings, and I also have the concierge, and I have aqua class. You can get aqua class at a better rate than direct with the perks. Now, if you say, well, I don't want the beverage package or Wi-Fi for 11 nights, or I'll just purchase it separately, there's always a value to be had in the package rates, especially in my groups. With my groups, it is absolutely advantageous of you to book with my group. However, I still have the same exact rates as direct. I may be able to beat it by a little bit. Depends. Plus, I have that little bit of extra onboard credit to offer you, whatever that group perk is, either onboard credit or a cocktail reception and free private, not private, small group excursion on board with a host. Those are the two most popular um, perks, amenities that are added to your reservation. Um, Most of the time, it is the $50 onboard credit for like Caribbean, and that sort of thing. But it fluctuates, and you can definitely have either. I always just have to check. So again, you can see if you're looking at Aqua Class, you can get Aqua Class for $600 more than if you were to book the Veranda perk option direct. If you were to book direct, your Veranda perk option. Let me show you another one real quick. Okay, you guys, and I apologize for the light. It is terrible. Um, but I went ahead here and I picked the Celebrity Apex May 15th, 2027. It is 13 nights and it is round trip Southampton. And it is a Scandinavia cruise going to Denmark, Finland, Estonia, Sweden, and Norway. Really great, fabulous itinerary. And what I went ahead and did was I selected the Infinite Veranda. If you did it with no perks, right now you're looking at $7,985. If you decide I really need the perks for a was it 13 night cruise, those perks add the Wi-Fi and beverage package adds up to a lot. On those longer sailings, you're looking at $9,805 if you book direct. Okay, and that will get you the Wi-Fi and the beverage package. So that's what that's quite a bit more, but it is, yeah, that's almost $8,000. So $1,800. And then if you were to come to me and say, what is your best price for this cruise? This is exactly what I'm going to every single time, because it gets you the best value of beverage package and Wi-Fi. And so now you can see my cost with a refundable deposit, beverage package, and Wi-Fi is $8,962.68. A cheap cruise? No, but it's 13 nights and it's Scandinavia. And if you know anything about Scandinavia, things are expensive in just about all of those countries. So this is actually a really great value to be able to tour those destinations. You do a land trip in that area in most of those countries, you are spending a lot more money on everything. But $8,962, that's almost that's $900 less, and you're getting the same thing. Actually, you're getting more. So with this one, when I checked for the perks, it is the one with that comes with a free host on board who is a travel agent, but is only there to help you with anything on board that you might need, any questions. They will host a cocktail reception that is completely free and included for just everybody booked into this group. And you will also get a free excursion. So you will get an included excursion in one of the Scandinavian countries that I mentioned. Excursions are hundreds of dollars nowadays. So, it's a really great value to have that included excursion. You're not going to get that direct with Celebrity. It's really important for you guys to realize the further out you book, the more availability I have to be able to offer you these things. And again, this is very particular with Celebrity and Royal Caribbean, but every cruise line has its thing and they operate a little bit differently. But again, if you book this cruise direct, you're paying $900 more. And if you don't want the perks, I can book you at the same exact price as Celebrity, maybe even better. plus get you the excursion included. So it really is a tremendous value, and it all depends on availability. So when these itineraries are released, like I'm talking about now, and this fall, September, November, when those are released, reach out to me, Stephanie at cdaytravel.com. That is when I have all my availability wide open and the best pricing at refundable deposits, which are huge. You pay hundreds of dollars more direct to try to get a refundable deposit. And that is just included when we're able to book you into our group. And so right now I have the most availability for all of these itineraries that just opened. So please reach out to me, Stephanie at cdaytravel.com. I am more than happy to help you. I will be on board the Excel in November for the 5-night cruise. In the retreat, I'll be posting all about it on Facebook, Reels, and Shorts. So be sure you're following me there. And here on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed if you like this kind of content. I focus on more premium and then luxury cruising here on YouTube in particular. And, you know, let me know if I can help you, save a little bit of money. Also, if you have 8 cabins, if you have 16 people wanting to go on the same trip together, I can get you this very similar group pricing for your specific group. Um, so definitely reach out, and I can handle all of the craziness, all of the back and forth with the family, with the friends, so that you just focus on your reservation and I will focus on handling all of the others and really take the pressure off of whoever is planning, usually plans the trips. I will be able to take that weight off your shoulders. So again, reach out to me. Make sure you're following me. Give me a thumbs up if you like this content. I really like making deployment videos. I've never really shown the group space before. So comment below and just let me know what you enjoyed about the video. And please reach out if I can help you book anything now or as it opens this fall. I am more than happy to help. You can also learn more about me at cdaytravel.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.